Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. When I say live, what I mean is that I'm recording myself right now in real time, seeing the information, seeing the data for the very first time. In other words, I don't know what's coming next. So if you are looking for a video where the person is doing a trade recap or talking to you with hindsight in their favor, this will not be a video for you. But if you are open to the idea of an unscripted, nitty-gritty, dirty look into what it's like to be a day trader and how day trading can play out, then I'm confident you'll find value here in this video. So I will go ahead and pause the recording software for now, and I'll be back at the market open. All right, market is open, and I'm watching Tesla right now. My screen has changed because I am now on my options trading platform. For those of you that are maybe new to my channel, I would trade both stocks and options. So originally you were seeing my stock trading platform, and now you're seeing my options trading setup here. Same platform, to get the terminology right, just different setups within the platform itself. So looking for Tesla to come up, ideally get through 850, but right now not sure it's going to want to do that or not. But that is the current game plan right now. Market's only been open a couple minutes, so let's see what happens. I'll go ahead and pause. All right, going to try to pick up some calls now at 650. Relatively big pullback here. So price is going to need to come down a bit more. I was originally looking to play some puts, but now maybe some calls, although it's bouncing back up. So that may be not really a missed opportunity because it never came down as far as I wanted to see it come down anyways. But we'll see if it does want to ultimately come back down. I'll go ahead and pause for now. Watching 843 here as a potential short on Tesla. Maybe even 845 if it wants to get up there. Let's try that. Let me throw out an order at 845. Oh, maybe coming back down to 843 now. In at 843. See if we can get some continuation to the downside here. I'm short, so for you beginners out there, that means I want to see prices go down. Not looking so good right now, but we'll see. Markets are coming down, which ideally should help, but sometimes Tesla just does its own thing. So there's the break. Kind of. A very short-lived break. And back up it goes. So that's not a good sign for me. Okay, out there, $271 loss. And there it goes. So yeah, I got that break. You saw it went slightly and then turned around, and it is what it is. Had that thing really come down, I liked the potential there, but it just did not quite work out, and that's all right because I can always jump back in. But I mean, it's actually a super interesting area. If that 843 were to come back into play once again, but okay, well, first trade there, a loss, down 272. So, all right, I will go ahead and pause and look around. And when you know it, back down to 843 it goes. And yeah, that's just the choppy nature of the market right now. Very well might give it another go. If it does want to come back down, because that was a, as of now, looking like a failed bounce to the upside, but would still like a little bit more confirmation that that's indeed the case. Okay, I'll pause. Right down there again, in at 843. Essentially, again, let's see if we can finally get some sort of movement here to the downside. There we go. Okay, took off. Have 25 shares left. And I'm going to call that good. So I'm now up 154. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. If you can always get back into a trade. And instead of sitting there and hoping. Now I know you can sit there and say, well, geez, Clay, if you would have just held the first time, you would have never been, actually, I actually can't talk right now because I got to potentially now look to buy some calls here. This is a pullback's looking pretty nice. So I'll get back to that lesson, but let's see, 475. What a pullback. Now, I never would imagine it would have gotten this nasty. Needs to come down a bit more. Why don't I do this? I'm going to change strikes to 830 and then look for this thing to actually do a fake break of 830. So I'll get down there around 1150. There we go. So yeah, let's see if this thing wants to come down a bit more. Very well may bounce off that moving average. Oh, wow. NVIDIA destroyed. But anyways, back to, I'm going to cancel that order out. But you saw that on Tesla. I got out and made the comment, you can always get back in. And I did. Because what you don't want to happen is, okay, well, hold, because, oh, yeah, because it might roll back over. But what happens if that one didn't roll back over? What happens if it just kept going up and up and up and up? Then that $270 loss was way bigger. But I took the loss and then let the thing come in my favor. And ultimately got all, not only did I wipe away that loss, but now I got, $150 in my pocket. And once again, I realize you can make the argument, but Clay, had you never sold in the first place, you would have never had to overcome that $270 hole. And you're right. But my point is, yeah, but that's all hindsight. What happens if the thing had kept going up and up and up and up? Then that loss would have been huge, right? So yes, in hindsight, I should have taken it. But you also have to remember in hindsight that thing, it could have kept rising against me and that loss could have kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So just cut the loss, reposition, reassess, because you can always get back in. And the second time was the charm. My timing was just a tad bit off. But that's okay. Your timing is not always going to be perfect, but don't play the hold and hope game. Because what happens if that had been a breakout, right? And then the same people would have been saying, Clay, you should have been disciplined. You should have gotten out, right? So that's, I'm the same way though, right? We all armchair quarterback. Okay, I'm going to throw out another order at 1050 here. Would like to try to get filled around 828. So we'll see if Tesla can actually pull back to that 828 mark. But all right, I will go ahead and pause. Okay, I have an order at 1025. That was actually a pretty crazy move. So I'm going to go down to 975 at this point. Actually, let's do this. I'm going to get a little greedy on this entry point. Go to 950. So I'm going to need Tesla to come down a bit more. I will keep a close eye on it, but I will pause the software for now. Okay, coming down. Oh, that was a move. Go to 925 now. All right, I will pause. Okay, I have an order at 1025 now. Trying to get filled on some puts. What is that? 830, 33. Well, my timing has been a little off here. But that comes with the nature of options anyways. All right, I'll go ahead and pause. All right, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up here and just move on. It's been about 30 minutes, and hey, you know what? 30 minutes, $150, not bad, especially when you consider I started off down 272. But overall, I mean, hopefully you found this one exciting, because this actually is a super important lesson that occurred here in real time in the real world of trading. So none of this is textbook. None of this is some sort of theoretical thing like, well, the author is saying this is how he thinks it works, or this is how it's maybe supposed to work. No, you just saw it all play out here. So like I said, maybe not a huge amount of money, but then again, I'd beg to differ. $150 in 30 minutes. I mean, go tell somebody that makes a minimum wage that $150 in 30 minutes is not good. And I think that person will look at you like you're a delusional nutcase. But yeah, overall though, like I said, not the most exciting in the sense of maybe massive gains or anything like that, but a very, very important lesson. So just remember that moving forward, that if your timing's off, you can always get out. Or you can always get back in. And that's probably what I'll title this video. You can always get back in, because that is so true. And sometimes we often forget about it as traders. We think we got to hold and hope. And we completely neglect the fact that, well, I mean, you can get out right now with a controlled loss and then always get back in and let the situation take care of itself, which is what you saw here. So if you enjoy these live trade videos, if you enjoy these live lessons that I bake in, please do a couple things. Hit that like button, leave a simple comment down below, even if you're just saying hi, thanks, control risk, a smiley face emoji. But those two things communicate to me that you're enjoying, and also they just help out with the channel as a whole. They help out with the YouTube algorithm and get these videos out to more people, which, like I said, helps the channel. And when the channel gets spread out to more people, that just means I can make more content for you. So everybody take care, have good, and remember, you can always get back in. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up, as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.